guys. Sorry it's been a while since I made a video, but I decided to go somewhat of a different route with this channel. Yes, it's still going to be about gardening, and I will be doing some probably garden videos off and on, but I'm going to mainly focus on designing your own flower pots so you can 3D print them. Because when I broke down the cost to 3D print most of my pots, they come out to be $1 or $2 each, but I can have them custom done however I want. Besides that, I thought you guys would be interested in learning how to do this, so what you're looking at right now is one I did for the Carolina Reaper. It's a self-watering potter. A self-watering potter. It's a self-watering pot. Apparently I can't talk today, but let's keep going. So I will build a new pot from the ground up. Let's get started. So the way I like to do this is up here in the right hand corner, click top view. I am using Fusion 360. I like to go with sketches first. Actually, no. For this one, we're going to go with a cylinder first. And we're going to make the base, let's go 6 inches. And we're going to make it, I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch. Or no, let's go 1 inch, just easy math. So, if you go to be able to spin this, what you end up with is a disc. Now we're going to go click here, go create a sketch. We're going to put a circle right in the center of this. So if the whole thing is 6 inches, so we'll go 5.75. Finish sketch. Click on that sketch. We'll go up here and hit extrude. Remember our thickness was 1 inch. So we're going to go 0.75 inches here. Negative 0.75 inches here. Then we got our center, or our outside ring for our water. Let me see if I can do this a little bit differently than I did last time. So I'll click here, and I want this one to be 5 inches. Oop. Just make it 5 inches. And then it's going to be, let's make it 6 inches tall. And I messed that up. Alright, so you can undo and redo up here where my mouse is at, top left corner, just so you guys are aware. I'm going to take this, I'm going to slide this over this way just a little bit, because I'm going to Make that 5 inches. And then we're going to go with 6 inches here. And then what we end up with is this. So for this cylinder here, I'm going to go back to sketch, create a new sketch. And we're going to put this one at 4.75. Finish sketch. Click on our new body here. We're going to extrude. It was 6 inches tall, so we're going to go -6. So what we end up with is just an empty cylinder there. Now, we are going to go over here. We're going to put a hole on the side of this. All the way through. What I put is that. Actually, I want to do that hole a little bit differently. So we're going to back up and remove that hole. We're just going to put a new hole here. Do this body, but we want to move this down. That's what I wanted. All the way through the other side. Click OK. So now when we scroll back through here and circle around, that's what we end up with. So now we're going to select this thing, select the whole thing. We're going to move it . And try to place it right in the center of this, like so. So then what we got, reservoir down there. Yeah, it's not a very big reservoir, it could be bigger, but this is demonstration purposes. So let's find one side here. We're going to go up here, we're going to create, let's go to emboss. I don't want to see those sketches. Back it up. We need to go back up here to create a sketch. Go to text. Now we're going to Pick our spot here. I don't want to finish sketch yet. And put it right there. Oh. Let's say this one's going to be Sangria. We'll center that. How big do we want this? Make it a 1/2 inch. Alignment. And we can do all different kinds of font here. But for demonstrations, I'm leaving it Arial. And let's make it bold. What? Let's leave it bold. Click OK. Finish the sketch. Now we go to emboss. Click on our sketch of our lettering there. Then go over here to faces. Click the face we want it on. Now I like to orbit around here so I can see how it's going to look. And we can push or pull it however we want to do it. Just by using the arrows here, move it in and out. Way too far out. That's still too far out. I'm good with that. You could also go deboss, where, let me see how this looks. It would actually be inside of the head of that face, but let's not do that. We're just going to keep it the same as I already did on the other one. I like that way better. Just going to say Sangria on there. Now, that right there is pretty simple self-watering planner. And that's how it's done. It's that easy, guys. And then when you're done, just make sure you save it. And then export. And you go to 3D objects. Export as an STL file. Sangria planner. Oh, I have to save first. Now I can export. Export to 3D objects, and then it's ready to put in your slicer. You can 3D print it on your 3D printer. If you guys don't have a 3D printer, I highly recommend the my mind went blank and I forgot what I was saying. Oh, 3D printers. I just happened to look at it. I highly recommend Ender 3 V2, which is what I'm currently using to print this. I'm going to print this one off on. So I've had no issues. They come out looking great. And in the slicer, you guys can actually scale this if you want to make it smaller or bigger. But that's it for today. I will be trying to do at least one of these videos once a week. Until next time, guys.